Hello, welcome to today's class. I'd like to sit upright, hip walk forward to the front of your chair. Make sure your chair is nice and stable, feet hip width apart, toes pointing forward, solidly on the chair. Just start with sunrise circles. So just opening up through the chest, keep the arms about head height. Let's start with toe taps. Just lifting and lowering the toes. Okay, let's change that. Alternate heel raises. So here, lift the heel and lower. Just lift and lower. If you want to let the arms swing as well, you can. Whatever's comfortable for you. Single toes forward, so you're pointing forward and back. Tap, tap, tap. Forward and back. Forward and back, just tapping that toe forward. Open up into sunrise circles again. Sitting tall, think of lifting the chest, retracting the chin. Legs out to the side this time. So out, right and back, left and back, right and back, left and back. So this is our warm-up exercise. I need you to hip walk forward in your chair. Think of your posture, pull your tummy in, shoulders back, chin retracted. Start rugging the shoulders. Change to the feet. Let's touch the toes out in front. Just a little movement for now. We're still warming up. The shoulders, we're going to circle them back, circle. So as you circle back, try and squeeze those shoulder blades together. It doesn't have to be in time with the music. Coming to your right foot, we're going to heel and toe, heel and toe. 3, 2, 1, and change sides. Heel and toe. 3, 2, coming back. Let's do alternating shoulder shrugs. And the other side. So a little lean over. Toe taps. The body, reaching across. A little twist from the waist. Doesn't have to be very big. Lifting the heels, alternate right and left, right and left. Two heels together. Together. Open and together. Let's take the feet to do that too. Out and in. And around. So there's no equipment at all for this routine. It's a clapping routine. Sitting forward on your chair, so hip walk forward, feet pointing forward, chin retracted. Start with a toe tap, hands on the thighs. We're going to do a single tap, clap, so clap and twist, clap and twist. Make it as big or as small as you're comfortable with. So if you want to keep it small, that's fine. Double clap at the top. Singles. Doubles again. Take single feet out in front, so tapping those toes forward, push the waves. If you want to do that slower, that's fine too. Okay, let's take the arms by the side, one foot out and down, up and down. If you can take the arms all the way up to shoulder height, that's great. Keep it that speed or take it faster. Try and make sure you're lifting the knee out to the side though. It's the whole knee that's moving, the foot just comes along with it. Beautiful, well done. If it's too much, if you just keep it small, just lose the arms or lose the legs if you wish. Tap, tap. And twist, clap. Double. Just tap it out. This is an equipmentless routine. It's a cha-cha-cha type movement. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Just lifting the heels, sitting forward on your chair. Just get that movement first. Add the arms in the same time. 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Taking one foot forward, forward, back, forward. Add the opposite arm if you can, whichever arm feels good though. And again, opposite arm. Get those heels going in that 3, 2, 1 movement. Getting a little bit of work in the thighs. Take the leg out to the side, out, in, out, the heels. Lift the leg this time. So almost a little kick in front or a knee lift. If that's too much for you, just slide the foot forward again like we did before. And turn so you can see. Out to the side. And a roll. Make sure you're taking that knee out, not just the foot. Try and keep the feet and arms going in time. 1, 2, 3. Other way again. And back. front. So you can kick or just slide the foot forward. Well done. I'm going to start by just lifting the heels. Alternate heels. 4 more. 3. Right leg forward and back, so take it forward and back, forward and back. I'm lifting the other heel as I move, changing sides. Left foot forward and back. Right foot forward and centre, side and behind. Knee lift, change sides, forward, out, behind and knee lift. Just take it to knee lift now. Or coming up onto the toes if that's too much. Forward and back again, right side. Change sides. Change it to forward, to the side, behind, knee lift, and to the left, to the side, behind, knee lift, just knee lifts. You take the arms up as high as you can. And down. Again, lifting the heels. Back to the beginning, right leg. Change sides. Change sides, same move. Change sides. Right foot forward, side, behind. Knee lift, other side, forward, side, behind, knee lift, and arms. So this next exercise, we're going to use the band to strengthen our biceps. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see what I'm doing a little more easily. But you're going to place one end of the band firmly under your feet and grab the band in your right hand in a handshake hold. So if you're going to go forward and shake somebody's hand, grab hold of that and then pull your elbow back in to the side of your body. You're going to keep this band tense with tension at all times. Let that top of that band flop out of the way. I'm going to make it on the inside so that it's out of your way to see, but wherever it's comfortable. Keeping that elbow in tight to the body. And you're going to take the thumb up towards the shoulder without moving the elbow. So we're just lifting and lowering, keeping that elbow still. So all the movement comes from the elbow. Try and watch what's going on with your wrist. We're trying to keep that wrist nice and tight, nice and taut. Lovely. Now, if it's too easy, you can slide your hand down the band, which makes it harder. Or, of course, pick a harder band, stronger band. If it's too difficult for you, take your hand up the band. But I want you to keep tension in the band all the time. So if you're starting from here, don't let it flop. Keep the little bit of tension the whole time and make the move smaller. You don't have to touch your shoulder. You're just going to take it as far as is comfortable. And so again, watch. It's about a movement. If I do the movement without the band, that's the movement I'm doing. There's no movement in the wrist. There's no movement in the shoulder. It's all coming from. So just before we start, check your feet are securely on the band. You got a handshake hold, elbows in tight, a little bit of tension in the band, slow and controlled. Just lift and release, taking them towards the shoulder. Slow you do it, the harder you're going to be working and the less repetitions you'll need to do. When you've had enough, when the muscle starts to ache, give it a rest, shake it out. Taking it to the other side, so exactly the same. Ensure the band is securely underneath. You're taking that handshake hold, elbows back in tight to the waist, thumb on top, wrist strong. Taking that thumb up towards the shoulder. And again, just as many as you're comfortable doing. This next exercise is a tricep strengthener exercise to work the back of the arm. So what I want you to do is ensure firstly that the band is securely under your feet. If your band is long enough, you can have it ready for both sides, but we're going to work one at a time. If you've got a shorter band, then obviously you'll just make sure it's under your right foot. And you want to take your hand forward with the thumb forward and grab hold of the band. So your thumb and finger are going down towards the floor. The little finger is where the tail of the band is. And a nice straight arm, and all we're going to do is pull back. We're going to pull back. So as I'm doing that, I'm going to turn around. You're going to see the back of the hand. The little finger is leading. The thumb is pointing forward. And we're getting that stretch. Straight arm. So the movement's coming from the shoulder. If it's too difficult, either a lighter band or take the hand away. If it's too easy, take your hand further down the band and you're going to get a bigger pull on the back of the arm. You are also, if you've got a weakness in your shoulder, you're going to feel this in your shoulder as well. So making sure the band is securely under both feet. Thumb at the bottom, little finger at the top, pulling straight back. Concentrating on one arm at a time. You might even want to put the hand on the shoulder to help stabilise the shoulder. You should be feeling this in the back of the arm, but you might also feel it in the shoulder. Keeping that thumb pointing forward. Change sides. So again, little fingers at the top, thumb and finger at the bottom. You're going to leave that little finger towards the back as you pull back. Again, if it helps, put your hand on your shoulder. And as always, do as many as you're comfortable doing. We're trying to do the same number on each side of the body. This next workout is for thigh strength. It's a sit to stand, the slow sit to stand. We do this to help us get out of the chair. Now, even if you think you can't do this exercise, I'm going to suggest you try, because just the effort of trying to get up will actually help improve those muscles. So to start, you need to hip walk forward on your chair so that your feet are directly underneath your knees. So don't let them come back here. Make sure they're forward. And you can use your arms. And you're going to take a swing and come up and bring your arms back down. Immediately, give a little bit of movement and walk back until you feel the chair behind you. Make sure it's safely there and slowly sit back down. Grab the chair if you need to as you come back down. And then you start again. So hip walk forward. Make sure that your feet are far enough forward so that the weight is in your heels. And swing and come up. Get those feet moving. Remember to step back. And slowly sit back down. I'm going to ask you to try 2 more in your own time. And again, if you can't stand, don't worry. Hip walk forward. And just do what you can. Get the weight into your heels. Even that small movement will do it. If you can come up, great. Pump the feet. Get that circulation moving. Step back. Make sure you're securely against your chair and carefully sit back down. I'm going to do that once more. Taking it to the front. Again, feet under the knees. Make sure you can get the weight into the heels. A little bit of a swing to help up. Pump the feet to get the circulation going. And we're going to step back and sit back down. For today's balance, we're going to do a moving balance, so dynamic balance movement. Don't care which leg you start on, it's going to be the leg that's furthest away from your chair. So standing to one side of your chair so that you've got some space in front of you. Stand nice and tall, and you're going to lift one knee up, the knee on the outside so you've got plenty of space. And bend back. So there's no movement in the knee, it's all coming from the hip. If you find you're a bit wobbly and you need to put the toe down, that's fine. And you're really going to feel this on the hip. So I'm feeling on the hip of the leg I'm standing on. If you've had enough, then please do stop. You don't have to do all of these. And then give it a rest. Walk through the heels or give your hips a little bit of a wiggle. Let's change to the other side of the chair. So exactly the same. Outside leg, so the opposite leg. Engage your core. Try not to drop down into your standing leg, and lift, and move, and lift. If you're feeling brave and your balance is fairly good, you can take your hand away. I'm not going to go there today. I'm hanging on for dear life. Try and make it minimal. You're not leaning into the chair. It's just there to stop you falling over. And again, if your hip starts to hurt, or your ankle or your knees, whatever, come out, give it a rest. Give your hips a little bit of a wiggle to release. Well done, that was quite a hard one today. So for the diagonal stretch, you can sit back in your chair so you're nice and secure, and we're going to stretch across the chest. Now, if you've got problems with your shoulders, then please adapt accordingly, but this is a really good stretch for stretching across the chest, opening up. It's going to help your breathing, really opening up that chest area. Start with the hands together and open out and across the diagonal and coming back. Breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Because we're taking our arms above the head, we're not going to hold this for very long. And anyone who has heart problems may want to keep the arm a little bit lower. Really try and get that opening up through the chest. And I'm going to finish that off with a straight stretch out to the side. So opening out to the side. Try and get the arms level if you can. And again, you're trying not to lift the chest, but you really open up through there. The shoulders a bit of a circle to release them. We're going to stretch our hamstrings, so the back of our thighs. What I want you to do is sit forward on your chair, make sure you're nice and secure, and take your right leg out straight in front. Take the heel up. Hands come onto the bent leg. You're going to sit nice and tall, and you're going to fold from the waist until you feel the stretch in the back of that leg. So it doesn't have to be very far. Keep that head up, keep that chin retracted. It's not about how far forward you come, it's about getting the stretch in the back of the leg. And we're going to hold that for a few moments to try and loosen the back of that leg by stretching it. And release. Come to the other side. So again, taking the left leg out in front, lift that heel, sit tall, hands on the bent leg, sit tall, keep that chin retracted, and fold forward from the waist until you feel the stretch in the back of the leg. And now I'm going to get you to come back to the other side, the first side. So right leg out, hands on the left leg, and fold. So pull your tummy in, retract your chin, keep those shoulders and neck relaxed. So just a reminder, this is a hamstring stretch. We're stretching through the back of the leg, so you should be feeling a comfortable stretch. So it doesn't matter if you're here or a long way further forward. I'm very, very flexible in my hamstrings, so I can come quite a long way forward. A lot of you will be a lot further up and still be feeling that stretch. You might also feel it a little bit in your lower back. The hugger tree exercise is really good for releasing tension in the shoulders and the neck. So what I want you to do is make sure you're sat forward on your chair, feet flat on the floor, and you have a choice. You can either gently link your fingers, or my preferred version is to put your hands one on top of the other and just link the thumbs. Now, I want you to have your hands about shoulder height, but I'm going to drop mine so you can see what I'm doing. So what I'm doing is I'm starting by pulling the arms away from me and then pulling the elbows away so that I feel a stretch across my chest and my back. Now I'm going to bring the arms back up to shoulder height, and then I'm going to look down towards my knees to extend the chest, stretch into my neck. Try and keep the chin away from the chest. And release. We're going to cool down now, so sitting comfortably in your chair, slide your hands forward onto your knees, feet are flat on the floor, just round your upper back down, stretching through the neck, coming back up, taking the arms by the side of the body, just a smooch down, and back up, change sides. Push the waves. energy, if you want to think of it that way, or just an imaginary ball and circle, taking the body and the eyes with you. Change direction. Bring that stretch across the chest. Crossing the opposite arm over the top as you come back. Amplifying, so wiggling the fingers. Body movement there as well if you wish.